Hello everyone. This is one of my recent games I played as white, and it is a game in Open Sicilian, and it is a very fun game, and I want to keep a memory of it. So that's why I decided to record it, and I will be uploading this on YouTube. So I start off with e4, my favorite opening, and my opponent replies with c5. So this is Sicilian defense when you are trying to take control of d4 square with a flank pawn, which is not a central pawn. These two pawns are more important. So this is considered one of the most unbalanced openings in all of chess. And I like it. I happen to like it as I like to play it as black as well. So I go ahead and basically all these are theoretical moves that we are playing right now. We are just trying to develop our pieces. I try to develop my knight, he takes my pawn, I take the pawn back. And so like normal stuff is happening right now. So this is all theory. So from here, like if you look at the board, all the pawns are at light square. So this will make the development of this bishop a little bit difficult. And so my game plan for the rest of the game would be to play against this bishop, like to play against his weak piece. And I would try to exchange this strong bishop with my dark square bishop. So I go ahead and do normal development. He is trying to expand on the queen side. I put my queen behind my dark square bishop, and I'm planning to put my bishop on h6 and exchange the strong bishop of black. So he develops his knight. I play a3 to stop b4 because b4 would be a problem for me. I would have to bring my knight back. So I play a3 to prevent that. He castles. I tried. I as I planned. I go ahead to exchange the dark square bishop. He is continuing with his development, and I succeed in doing what I planned. So now I castle long side, and I want to attack on the king side, and like like see what happens next. So he's trying to expand on the queen side, trying to play on the different side of the board because he cannot play on this side because all his pieces are over here. And even my pieces are here, but I can still move around. With one move, I will be able to get to the queen side. So he is trying to attack where my king is, and I'm trying to attack where his king is. That's what we do in chess. So normal stuff. Right now, I am having a very good advantage after he took my pawn. The engine is showing an advantage of 3 plus 3 to white. That basically means that I have an advantage of equivalent to 3 pawns. An advantage that is equivalent to 3, having 3 more pawns as white. You won't see the clear advantages material wise because you will see that I have a bishop, he has a he has two knights, I have one bishop, he has one bishop, everything is pretty much equal. But positionally, I am more dominant over the board. My pieces are more active, I am doing well. That's why it is showing an advantage of plus 3. So I play h4, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to expand on the king side and trying to exchange the pawns so that I can attack the king. These pawns are somewhat protecting the king, the black king. So I try to do that, and he is trying to counterplay over the queen side. This is not a good move. I just bring my knight back, and the queen has to go away. So I chase the queen again. I attack it again. It has to go back to b8, not a very pleasant square. So I continue with my advancement to king side, and he brings his rook over here. I don't know why. I don't understand that move. I take the pawn, he takes it back, and then I take the rook, and we have exchanged a little bit of material. So pretty much it is. If you look at the board, you will see everything is equalish, and but if you really are able to see that the queen, the way my pieces have been positioned and his pieces are, my position is much stronger. His king is very weak. It's all alone over there. My king is surrounded by all my pieces. It is pretty much safe as compared to black. So I finished my development. This was not a good move. I like the engine is suggesting me to play bishop e2. Okay, now it is suggesting me to play this move. Okay, that is more accurate, I guess. Yeah. Obviously, I'm a human. I cannot see all these moves at once, and like I have this is going in a time scramble situation. So I just play whatever I think is right in the in a blink of a second. So I play this move. I try to finish my development. He exchanges his knight with my bishop, and you can still see this bishop has not moved. We are 21 moves into the game, and this bishop has still not moved yet. So that's what I said, right? That it will be a problem for this bishop to develop. So he gives me a check. I move my king to b1. It is safe now. It won't be getting any other checks. He advances his pawn. And now, if I look at the engine, at the evaluation, it is an advantage of +7. So that means white is at a position where it would have 7 more pawns, and that is what the engine is saying. So I give him a check. The king slides back to g7. I give him a check again, and he just he just blocks it, and I just move my queens. I just slide my queen to c5. I'm not very good with notation, so I have to look at the like over here to look at the notation. Not very well versed with it yet. So he takes my pawn, and he gives me his knight, and like if I take this knight, he will be taking this pawn as well, and then if I'll take, he will take. So he will basically exchange. He is basically exchanging his knight for 3 pawns, and that is a good trade for me, I guess. Though material wise it is equal, but I think pieces three, like one piece, is much more better at this state as compared to 3 pawns. So I take the deal. He takes the pawn, and he develops his bishop finally. He is not taking this pawn yet. He will take it later, maybe that's what he thought. But we'll see. So what has happened right now is he has brought his bishop here. And I see a small tactic. Like if my knight somehow gets here, it would be a check, and I will pick this queen. And this pawn won't be able to take because it is pinned to the king. So if the pawn moves, the king will like, fall. So the pawn will not be able to move according to the rules of chess. So that's what I plan to do. I play knight to c5, and I want to take the bishop. So what he does is he just takes my other knight. And now I see that this square is empty. So I go ahead and give a check. But then I realize after he makes this move that bishops can go backwards. And the game is lost pretty much. Like I lost my 2 knights for nothing. And it is a -8 position. Like black is having an advantage of 8 pawns right now, equivalent to 8 pawns. So because it is like black is up by a bishop and a pawn, and it is pretty much the end game. We have reached the end game, and if you are lagging this much material at this point of time, you are pretty much going to lose because at this stage of the game, at this rating level, it is easy to convert this. But okay, I just decide to play on. I attack the queen, and now it is showing an advantage of 10 pawns to black. And what he does is, what he wants to do is now he wants to trade my queen off. Because the moment he will trade my queen off, the presence of this bishop and one extra pawn will be more dominant. It will be more adamant on the board. So adamant would not be the right word. Anyways, so yeah, so he just does this. He wants to say, so what he's trying to do is trying to come in between the diagonal of queen and rook. So if in case I decide not to exchange the rook, not to exchange the queen, he will just take my rook. That is his plan. But I spot a tactic over here that this square is only protected by this king. So I go ahead and give a check. So these are the like okay, this is not a square where he can go. These are the squares he can go right now, like here and here. These are the legal moves. And if he goes here to h7, he will like the queen will fall. And if he goes to g8, then again his queen will fall. So it's better to take the rook and then I take the queen. So now the game is equal again. A rook and a bishop and a pawn equals up to 9 points of material. And like a rook is 5, bishop is 3, pawn is 1, and queen is 9. So it is equal. Materially, it is equal, and even positionally, the engine is showing an equality over here. So, but you have to sync your pieces. You have to play them in a way where the queen cannot give a check and pick one piece. That should not happen. So you have to play very carefully as black. And he plays his rook right to d8, and I can take it, but due to some reason, obviously it was a time scramble, so I just pre-move b3 and I don't take it, and gives me a check. He come here, and now I spot the move. I give him a check from here, and I pick up, like, in the next move I will pick up the rook, and the game is over because a bishop cannot fight a queen. So he resigns over here, and that was the game. And it was a very good game. I want to keep this memory of it. That's why I just recorded it. Thank you for watching.